4, 5, 6ers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody. For Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody. For Philadelphia 76ers. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Here come the Sixers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Clap your
Williams in the penetration, and it's knocked away by Matumbo, but into the hands of Peterson. Antonio Davis.
Sixers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody.
Welcome back to East Leaf Sixers. Your boy Sixers fan for life. We got 215 Sports down in the building. We got BG, Jenny from the block.
What up, what up, what up? We played the song. Somebody in this group didn't want to play the song, but we played the song.
I was like, wrong song.
I clicked it so fast.
Jenny was
I
back there
clicked it
like,
right
wrong,
before we
wrong,
went.
wrong.
I think I clicked
Wrong.
it right before it actually went live. We'll see though when we watch it back. But that was funny. I was like, yeah, Jose not used to this. Jose not used to this.
But it's safe to say that this is a season high in points and a regulation game by the Sixers tonight, and probably a season high that we let up. On the same note, 137 to 129, I believe is the ending score.
What?
So, well, I may not be updated. May not be updated.
147 to 143.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Lord.
I was like 137.
I made it sound a lot better than what it was.
Because Halliburton had to get that last shot off because,
Yeah.
what did that win you, my friend? Nothing.
And 2 more points for Maxey because they fouled Maxey and he went to the line and hit 2 last.
No, you could have just ended it. Dude, I don't know. Whatever. They just wanted to vie for the second most points in an NBA game this season.
Do y'all think that we yielded down to the competition tonight, that we played on their level, or they were just hot and we just kept up? What are y'all thinking?
I don't think
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this: both teams didn't play any defense,
Right.
period.
Right.
And I just feel like both teams were shooting well, and it looks in the box score when you look at the shooting percentage. The Sixers, they edged them. So offensively, we did better. Nobody played D, point blank.
Right.
They edged up. Jose shot 58.5. They shot 58.9.
I mean, golly, you serious? You talking about a
That's
pew
crazy.
here?
Yeah. No, I was just saying they did edge us by a little bit, but that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Oh my
but-
God,
Both teams shoot
Estat said Celtics just lost their third straight.
Jesus Christ.
So when you look at it, look, 58 to 59% from the field. Then you look at the 3-point shooting, you're talking about 47 to 40. We got them on that. And you look at the free throws, we got 92 to 71. We got them on that. The Sixers played a very good offense today. They just didn't play any good defense
At all.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it comes down to. Thank goodness we were on fire that the defense didn't matter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
Most definitely.
exactly.
Most
And that
Halliburton did exactly what I thought, man. I'm telling you, that dude he's just a bucket. Like, it's the ugliest shot you'll ever see, but he get buckets, yo.
I do got something I do want to point out.
Go
I
ahead.
know it's only one game, and I know it's only the Indiana Pacers, right? But when you look at the players that didn't play today, and the ones who took their place, you see the difference in offensive production?
Most definitely.
But you
Most
see the
definitely.
difference in defensive intensity.
I said that. I said that.
Hey,
in,
I get that too. I get
and
that too.
pace. Let's not forget about pace.
I get that too. I do. I definitely get the whole defense part because I was just emphasizing how nobody played defense tonight. But still, when peanut butter jelly ain't on the court, you see the difference in the offense that's being scored.
Most definitely. Most
I
definitely.
mean, this team put up 147. That's NBA 2K on Sega, on Xbox, on PlayStation, on Nintendo, and Atari. You understand what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Most definitely.
So that's 147 no matter how you slice it.
Most definitely.
All
And
right.
that's 143, no matter how you slice it. I'm just playing devil's advocate. That's 143 on the other side too.
Yeah,
just playing
well,
devil's advocate.
that team was trying to get their spot, man. They want their playing position, so they were
Right.
playing. They were hungry for blood.
Yeah, most
They
definitely.
were on a back-to-back. Thankfully, they're a young team, though, but so they had a lot of
They can
energy
decide
still.
if she's warm, if she's cold.
I can't. I
I
can't.
just don't know. Listen, she just
Right.
want to show off her plentiful Sixers apparel she got going on.
No, this is like
The
one of
scarves and
those
the
shirts that they give out like at the season opener, and it's an extra large, and they give those to everybody.
hoodies. Listen,
Like-
just a news flash for people that didn't know. Brooklyn won the trade.
Yes,
Just
they did.
for those who didn't know. Listen, man.
We definitely got
If-
fleeced, man.
If Daryl Morey don't do nothing else as the GM, if he doesn't do anything else, Jesus, James Harden might be the best point guard that we've had here in years. In years, it's been years. This is the second time he put up 20 assists this season. He's averaging about 11 assists.
Couldn't
the guy-
somebody have let him get a rebound? Just one more rebound so he could have
I
had
mean,
a triple-double.
He could have been like Giannis and threw it off the backboard and tried to give himself a rebound again.
Took that away. They took that away. They took that away
I heard
today. They took that away
I
today.
heard. I heard.
Listen, I just got to keep emphasizing these points, man, because it wasn't just the starters who scored a lot of points. Our bench came out and gave us 30 plus. All right, so if you don't know, they gave us 38 points. Our
Yep,
bench gave us 38.
Poor
I
guy.
mean, you
they
can't.
did.
Yeah, as much as we criticize this bench, they gave us 38 without Maxey on the bench. They gave us 38.
And without Melton and without McDaniels.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out the house and Shake Milton. You know
Y'all
what I mean?
shouting out
And
all these
Potpourri.
people. Why y'all shouting out all these people? So is we just gonna skip our normal session? We just gonna skip it? We shouting people out. Why not put good? Holla at the hey, come here. I thought we over
She
here
out
giving
here.
up flowers. Ain't no flower. I done paid for the flowers. You won't even come over here. This is crazy. Go ahead, Jen.
Yelling at the
You
flower.
want me to give my flowers? I'll give
Yes,
my
ma'am.
flowers. And Jose touched on it. I'm giving my flowers to the bench. My flowers are going to the bench for their productivity this evening, stepping up when it mattered and giving us what we needed.
Most definitely. Jose, flower.
Listen, man, I got to give credit is due. I mean, it's only one game. It was the Indiana Pacers, but this man in his first NBA start came on this team, shot 8 for 13, perfect from the free throw line, gave us 20 points. I mean, he gave us 8 rebounds on top of those 20 points. Now I couldn't ask for nothing more from that kid. So my flowers going to Mr. McDaniel.
I know Jen said the bench, but I like to pull out my flowers to specifically one person off the bench. He's had a rough season. We've been questioning this signing most of the season, but it seems like the last few games he's starting to find himself. Daniel House, we surely can use him off the bench during this stretch and the playoffs. His size, his length, You know, and you don't even got to put up what you put up tonight. Just, you know, give us 8 points and above off the bench with great defense. Daniel House gets my flowers tonight.
He hit a couple clutch threes, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was
Most
impressed.
definitely. Most definitely. BJ.
It's crazy to believe that a guy that had 42 points and shot 19 for 19 from the free throw line is not getting flowers from none of us, but you ain't getting them from me today, big fella. I'm sorry. James Harden had 20 assists and 1 turnover.
Jesus Christ.
Said. Enough said.
1 turnover?
I was hoping
turnover.
somebody picked Embiid so I wouldn't snub him. I feel like you're getting snubbed for the MVP of the East Leaf Sixers podcast right now. But 20
He
assists
always gets our
to
flowers.
1
Listen,
turnover
I mean,
is unmatched. I have to give Myles Harden. You
if
can't-
we give Embiid our flowers every night, people gonna think that we super biased. They're gonna think
But
that we
we-
just like super
No.
Embiid. They're gonna think we super Embiid lovers, man. We just trying to like listen. I'm sorry, man.
Spread the love.
This is what you're expected to do. If you consider yourself the best center in the NBA, according to some people in this chat, second best center in the NBA, that's what you're supposed to do every night. You understand what I'm saying? You're supposed to get in there and do that every night. So it's hard to give you flowers for something that we're expecting you to do, according to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because he praises his own game, rightfully so. He's a beast, and we get that. But there are other players. We all complain about Embiid needed help, right? So we're acknowledging the help that Embiid is getting. How can we go wrong for that?
Right.
And I agree with Abdul, man. He definitely had a quiet 42. I was had those
19
double.
for 19.
I had to get a double. Whatever,
19 for 19.
at this point, and I was like, oh, he had 42. It doesn't seem like he had 42, but he
free
did
throws,
19
man.
for 19.
And
for
you
the
know what's
line.
crazy?
Damn.
He's always giving Miles Turner fits, but I think Miles Turner might be the new Andre Drummond.
Oh my God, Miles Turner was
might just
on
be.
my nerves. No, hi, Andy. You know what else was on my nerves tonight? The friggin' refs. Now, I'm not saying anybody was getting any, special treatment. They were just calling it every ticky-tack.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't take it anymore.
I think the game was going so fast for them. They couldn't just help it. Try to slow it down.
I mean, listen, when you got one guy on one team getting to the foul line 19 times, that's just one guy. I mean, that's like if they don't try to even it out as far as calling the ball, that all they're going to complain about is how they favored Embiid.
Last game, I gave this man an applause because he finally showed up to the party. So today's applause go to. Welcome back to the team, Daniel House. Where have you been? Who are you? Who was that guy out there with 2-5 on tonight?
You know he
was
wouldn't
that
be
guy?
getting any minutes if people weren't injured.
Who was that guy with 2? But even when people weren't injured, and when people were injured, and when he would play, it was like, please, God, stop putting this kid in the game. He's a waste of time.
Right.
And tonight, every minute he played seemed useful. He didn't have any useless minutes.
B-ball Paul.
Yeah.
He does. He does. They play well off each other. And speaking of B-ball Paul, man, only 11 points tonight, but 8 points and 4 rebounds. And if we rewind the tape back, that's exactly what I said he would have tonight. 8 points and 4 rebounds on the over and unders. But I'm loving the progression of this kid. Yeah, had to flower myself. I'm loving the progression of this kid with the minutes that he's getting. He's starting to get a little bit more consistent, and that's what we all have been wanting from him. And being Joel's backup, you're not going to get a lot of minutes, so you got to do what you got to do while you're in there, for sure.
I just want to give a big shout out to Lionel Robinson. Happy birthday!
Yep. Happy birthday,
I love
Dad.
that we're getting sound effects. Don't
Yeah,
you love the sound
they
effects?
Me and Jose have had soundboards this whole time. We just don't
I
use
know
them.
you have, but you don't ever use them.
We
Except
never
if you
use
got
They're
like
battling
PTs
right now.
over and unders.
They're showing
Love
love.
it.
The rebound disparity tonight, Bird, Philadelphia 76ers had 36 rebounds. We out-rebounded them, y'all.
We out rebounded them by 9.
Victory.
I'm gonna tell you,
Rebounded them.
I'm gonna sound like
30-30
Bird,
is what I see.
only because that's
tripping,
my old
Jose?
head. And I know where he's going with this. I would have liked to see a few more rebounds by Joel Embiid tonight. 5 rebounds under his stats just don't look right to me. I would like to see him a little bit
it
more.
wasn't. It was also not a lot of missed shots. Let's not forget this was
Right.
But we won the
Yeah.
think about it. We won the rebound battle with 36 rebounds.
Yeah.
Won the rebound. battle.
37.
It just
Get it
wasn't a
right.
lot of. Oh, my bad.
No.
I see
36. You're
up
right.
here.
You're right. We
37.
got
assists.
37 assists. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
James Harden, I'm
Yeah, so
sorry,
we-
man. I don't mean to take nothing away from you, Pop. They're 37 assists. Golly.
Yeah. So we won with 36 assists. So I mean 36 rebounds. It just wasn't a lot of missed shots tonight. Everybody was making buckets tonight. But I would like
No,
to see
I was
Embiid
saying,
have
like,
more.
is there a magnet in that freaking ball and in a hoop? Because it's just everything's going in. It's like drawn in by a magnet. It was crazy. Everybody, even these circus shots, man, they were all going in. Nobody could miss. And Allah said it again and again throughout the broadcast. If you watched it on NBC Sports, that whoever started to play some defense would win. And
that's exactly what happened because it was a back and forth game for 3 quarters, and the Sixers decided to step it up in the 4th quarter when it mattered. And that's when you started to see some defense, and that's when we broke away. And then we got a 10-point lead, and we didn't win by 10, but we had a 10-point lead there for a minute. And that was good to see. And as time was ticking down and we was holding on to that lead, I kind of felt like we had it. I was confident. I mean, we only won by 4 points, but a win is a win is a win.
When it's a win. When it's
Yeah,
a
it
win.
was hard to defend in that game because the whistles, they were so whistle happy. Every time you just tap somebody on the shoulder, you were getting fouled. So, I mean, I get it.
That
It was
was
hard. They got in foul trouble early, and, what are you
Man,
going to do?
hell of a lot of perimeter shots made by them. We even went to a zone, and they started capitalizing off of that and hitting a lot of their perimeter shots. It is what it is. A win is a win. On to the next opponent that we have. And
Before we talk about the next opponent, I really got to acknowledge what Harden did tonight. I'm sorry. This man could have easily dribbled, ball hogged. He did not do that tonight. He saw the floor very well, as our good brother on here said. Mr. Floor General, he was floor general out there. That's exactly what he did. His badge was definitely on takeover mode for those who play 2K and know what that means. I mean, if you look at the box score and how many people scored on this team and how spread out these points was, it's one of the most offensive team efforts that I've seen all season. You can't ask for anything more. And when you look at James Harden assists, he was the catalyst of all of that. So I just gotta give extra kudos to Mr. Harden because he could have easily went selfish mode and got people really mad with the dribble, which he did not do. And a lot of assists came out of that. And a lot of people scored. I love it.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
it's finally hit home to him after his whole career. He's much more dangerous getting others involved. He's harder to defend that way because what are you going to do? Double him? He's tossing it off. You know what I mean? He's having a hell of a season for the Sixers, and I don't think that could be spotlighted enough. What James Harden is doing.
Hey, Berg, the points in the paint was 70 to 54. We did lose the points in the paint by 16 tonight. 70 to 54. Berg was
We
asking
won
what
the game, so
disparity
I
was.
don't care.
Yeah, no, he was just asking. That's all. I just wanted to answer. He said he'd like to know the points in the paint disparity. It was 70 to 54.
Most definitely. Excellent game.
A Prophet, you said Sixers look faster. Sixers were faster. Man, they had some young legs out there tonight.
Most definitely.
And
And hopefully Doc saw different looks by force. He saw different looks that he can put this roster into if he wants to get, a certain output. If he wants to get faster out there,
I mean, do you really trust Doc to do that though? I mean, when
No.
all of our stars
No.
Oh,
were injured, we
No.
saw a lot of potential while them people were injured and they were trying to recover. And then once those stars came back, oh man.
yeah,
Back to the
Let's
bottom.
not fool ourselves into
buddy.
thinking this is how it's going to be going out.
Most definitely. So we got the Minnesota Timberwolves coming up. Next game. How are you guys
Have
feeling
we
about?
played them yet?
It's not ringing a bell. I don't think we played.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we
We
did.
did?
Yeah, we did.
How did we fare in that matchup, Jose?
Looking back at it, we lost by 3 points.
Wow. So that's a Karl Anthony Towns versus Joel Embiid matchup. You know, Joel gets up for games against Towns. They have history together. But it's good to see it. Yeah. It's good to see them rolling into that game on some good momentum going on. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know. I kind of hope Joel doesn't play back to back, man.
The last time they played them, I didn't see the rivalry typeness from them. They were buddy. There was a lot of fraternizing going on, and I
Oh,
wasn't
wait.
feeling that.
People are telling us in the chat that Cat's out.
Oh, Cat is
Cat
out.
won't play. Cat is out. Cat injury. So we don't have to worry about that.
Godspeed the Cat. Good for us.
But they also have Rudy Gobert, don't they?
I believe they do have Rudy Gobert, which is another matchup for Joel Embiid. They've gone at it. But I think, man, at the rate Joel is playing, man, good luck stopping this guy. He's just different. He's different, you know. So
He's unstoppable, man. No, you can't guard this guy.
no.
I got a question. I got a question for you guys about not the next game, the game after that. Do you think Doc Rivers should play the lineup tonight against Portland? I don't want a Jalen McDaniels over me from Matisse. I swear I don't. I don't. And the
don't.
way
You know
this
what? I was
kid
looking-
and the way this kid played today, let him hack at it. I'm sorry.
I was looking back today. I don't know why, but for some reason I got on a little rabbit hole looking through Portland's last 6 games. And Matisse, what am I going to say? He's been playing all right. He's been getting, some decent rebounds that he did not get for us. And, points, his regular 8 points or less. But he's getting a lot of minutes. He's starting for them. I would love to see it.
This is where I think what Doc said, he has different lineups because somebody got in the chat who's going to guard Dame. So, I don't really like a Tyrese Maxey Dame matchup per se, especially the way Dame's playing. So that will be a game I would like to play. DeAnthony Melton, maybe bring Maxey off the bench. I don't know. Maybe have them both starting like Jose suggested tonight.
For the record, we beat Portland last time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Dame shot horribly last game.
Who plays center for Portland?
What is it? Is it Collins? Collins or something like that? I wanted to bring up a stat that was crazy to me. It came up on Twitter from brother Sean Bernard. James Harden since the All-Star break, 39 minutes, 26.7 points, 9.2 assists, 6.5 rebounds, 1.2 steals, 45% field goal, 50% from three-point land, 93% from free throw. And this has been since All-Star break. James Harden has been playing out of his mind. 50% from three-point land.
I agree, but I need him to continue because let me tell you how I'm just staring at the remaining schedule, and it is not looking good for us.
One game at a
What do you
time,
mean?
man.
Why is
No,
it
no.
not looking good? Why is it not looking
No,
good?
I don't mean.
Why is it not
I
looking
don't
good?
mean it that way. I don't mean it that way. I'm just saying it's not an easy road. Is what I'm really trying to say. Not an easy road at all. It's gonna be nothing but tough matchups. Our last 6 games are pretty much brutal. You got to be prepared. Got to come to play. Doc got to come to coach. That's first and foremost. He's gonna have to come to coach. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't come in here with dodo head substitutions and rotations He's gonna have to come to coach, man, because the last 6 games is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Toronto, Milwaukee, Boston, Miami, Atlanta, and Brooklyn.
I see that.
That's our last 6 games.
All playoff teams.
Exactly.
Well, you know, I'm going to reiterate what BG said, which was he wants this. He wants to go into the playoffs battle tested.
I want
Bring
it
all
all.
the smoke.
I mean,
All the
listen,
Right?
I get
And-
that, BG. I'm with you. I
But
love
wait,
it.
but Joel echoed those sentiments. Joel's like, good, let us go in there being tested. I want that.
Yeah, because listen, those are all Eastern Conference teams, by the way, that I just mentioned.
Yeah,
They're all
we
in the
gonna see.
playoffs.
And that's
And
why
they're
I
all
want.
in the playoffs.
That's
So
what I want.
every game of the last 6 games of this regular season is against playoff teams. So it don't get no more battle tested than that.
Right.
No, it
That's how it's
doesn't.
supposed. That's how it's supposed to be. You notice that I know Jose hate when I do this, but you notice we always end our season against the Giants or the Cowboys. It's supposed to be like that. That's who I want to play the teams we're gonna see in the playoffs now. Play them now, figure them out. So when it come playoff time, we're not surprised by nothing. Bring it on, man. I don't want to play Orlando, Houston, and San Antonio at the end of the season. I don't.
Right.
I want to play these juggernauts. I want to go through them now. Come on, let's get it on, man. Let's get it on.
I hear you.
Hey, I got a question through text message real quick. Somebody said, what do you think about letting Tobias run with the second unit and put Maxey back in the starting lineup? So I guess he's saying basically start the team we started tonight and Tobias off the bench. What do you guys think?
I don't like that. I don't like that. I think Tobias, you saw it tonight. Tobias adds something to this starting lineup that, you know, may not show up on the stat sheet a lot of times. His defense, his ability to defend multiple positions, and when he's going, knock down shots. But I want Maxey starting over Melton. I just don't like that Maxey Dame Dollar matchup. I don't think he should start that game. I don't see the benefit in it.
I don't agree with the Toby coming off the bench because he's been a starter for a very long time, and unless he willingly says I'm coming off the bench, I'm not trusting it. I don't like it. I don't like the sound of it. No. Now,
you know what?
now, PJ Tucker says, "Can I come
I
off
wanna
the
go-
bench?"
Now you're talking.
Now we talking.
Man,
Yeah, no, I think Jalen was really good with his first start with the Sixers, but let's not get out of control here. That was one start against the Pacers. You want to replace him now you want to replace Toby with Jalen McDaniels? I don't think so. The
No.
only
I don't think
reason
it's so much. I don't think it's so much about replacing Toby with Jalen McDaniels. I apologize for cutting you off, Jen. I just wanted to be clear. I think people just want a more solidified guy in our second lineup, is what they're saying.
no,
we
I
have
get
enough.
that.
We have enough. We have the firepower in our starting five. Do we want to take somebody out the starting five, Tobias Harris, and add that firepower to our bench? I think that's what the person was asking me that text me. Not
get
so much
that,
of
but
McDaniels is better
I
than
think
Tobias.
that I think that the fouls will be an issue. Yeah,
Tobias
5
the only
fouls,
player
right,
to have
by
a
the end of
20-year contract. RJ stupid. He said Tobias got a 20-year contract.
I
Most
think we're coming up to the near end of it soon. It feels like 20 years. I'll give you that. Woo! My mind does disappear sometimes, Lex. I am, we all know that, but I don't. Still
I
don't
agree
think
with
it's
Estat a
enough
little
to-
bit.
what's
Like I
that?
said, he gets frozen out at times with that in that starting lineup. He sometimes is just the odd man out. Maxey's able to stay involved. Harden obviously controls the offense and B's the MVP. PJ Tucker don't need shots. And then Tobias just sometimes ends up being that odd man out at times.
turns
And
into
I get, listen, I get,
Nightbirds.
I get you guys on that. I agree with you guys on that. I'm not disagreeing, but you know what I noticed from Tobias Harris is how easy he can get to the rim and how easy he gets those 18 points or 15 points that he gives you in the first half. And sometimes those that easy roll to the basket, sometimes that's needed in the fourth in clutch moments, and that's what we need. I mean, that's something that the team got to figure out. That's something that the coach got to figure out. But when he gets frozen out, like you guys said, and I've seen it sometimes, so I can't disagree with you guys. I just feel like he needs to be utilized more towards the end of some games because we get him too fast. You know what I'm saying? And then we don't see him for the rest of the game. And then I noticed how easily he got those points in the first half. And I would like for some of them points to get to get them as easy as he got them in the first half. In the second half, more in the fourth quarter, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. I definitely think Tobias could have some 25-point games under his belt this season. He should have some 25-point games under his belt because we've seen 16-point first halves. We've seen 18-point first halves. There's no way you should end the game with 19 points when you had 16, 17 at halftime. There's no way.
That happens.
I don't.
That happens so much with Tobias.
So much.
It really does.
So much.
You know what? He stops attacking. After a while, he stops attacking.
Yeah, but you can't blame it on that because when I say he stops attacking, then you guys are telling me he's getting frozen out. So which one is it?
Yeah, I think he stops attacking.
I think it's frozen out. You say he stops attacking, but when does he get the ball and be like, never mind?
Well,
He very rarely touches the ball in the fourth quarter in good offensive in the flow of the offense. In the flow of the offense, he doesn't touch the ball much in the fourth.
Most definitely.
I'm going to agree with that. I don't think he gets the ball as much. I think he gets the ball a lot going early, and then.
One thing you've seen about James Harden with the 20 assists tonight and with the many assists that he's had all season, if you get yourself open, he's gonna find you.
Carl, you're not going to tell me that just because I'm simply saying
if you move without the ball, he will find you 9 times out of 10. I don't think he does that enough. I don't think Toby does that enough.
He does that in the first half. Again, you're not going to tell me you watch these games, Carl.
Mm-hmm.
In the fourth quarter, if it's a tight game, let's just say it's a 2-point game, back and forth. All we run is pick and roll.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. In the fourth, he's frozen out. Jose is saying we get Toby too early. Is because yes, he does move with the flow of the offense early. The offense is so different in the fourth quarter. When it comes down to that last 6 minutes, you watch these games, Carl. We run nothing ISO, and be ISO Harden or pick and roll and beating Harden. That's all we run.
I think that's a Morey thing. If you look at the press clips, Doc went to something else one time, and Morey checked him in the media and said he doesn't know why he goes away from what's working at the end of the game, and that's the two.
Okay, I gotta say something real quick because we're past the 30-minute mark. We got the clamps on Jenny a little longer than we should have.
It was an earlier game tonight.
Wait, I gotta take advantage because I might want to hear her input on this. I heard something. As a matter of fact, I want her to be the first answer, please, Jenny. But I heard something on the radio today. Is Daryl Morey and Doc playing chess with the favoritism of the players? Because according to a lot of people, we got half of Houston on here, and then we got Doc's favorites on here. So are they playing chess with the rotations and how these players are getting played? That's really interesting when I heard it on the radio. So I want to hear what you got to say, Jenny.
Doc and Morey playing chess against each other? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't given it much thought, but I don't know. I just think, I think for one thing, those two sides kind of go together. The Houston vets and Doc's vets, they both like to play the vets. So I think that would be a difficult chess match that would go on for some time.
Somebody
might
going
end up in a draw.
Stalemate, huh?
Exactly.
I'll agree with Jenny with that because she took it right out of my mouth. The Houston players are vets, and Doc loves vets. He doesn't like to teach on the court. He likes guys that know what they're doing. That could call their own shots, if you would. So, maybe early in the season with Harrell and Paul Reed, I think Doc likes Paul Reed as far as playing him. I think Morey wanted to play Dreadman a lot because that's his investment. He went and got that guy. So, but Paul stole that role. He took that job. That's what,
the Bam Bam.
Oh yeah.
exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah, what he said, right?
Right what he said.
What do you think, BG? Before we take it away,
Bam,
I disagree with all of y'all completely. I think Morey has everything to do with who comes here. I think he has zero to do with any type of rotation. Why would that? You think Doc is asking Morey, who should I play? Your job is to bring people here, not to play them. Doc Rivers and the coaching staff decide who gets on the court.
you got to understand. You're not seeing the bigger picture here. We talking about Doc Rivers, who has favoritism, who has a short leash. If you mess up once, he'll snatch you right out. You're never going to see him again for another 8 games. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's say Doc got favoritism, so Morey's bringing in players that Doc might not like, and that's why we don't see them too much.
Yeah.
But
I
the
see
only
what you're
person,
saying.
only person we don't see that Morey brought in is Dreadman.
And
No. We got to go
House?
over there. I'm working.
Didn't he bring in House?
He brought in House, and we see House when we have to see House. We don't see Dreadman at all. Like, I don't care if Embiid's out, if Paul Reed out, Dedman out, he gonna play PJ Tucker at the 5. Like, it's not like he's automatically, like, Doc is forcing his hand and saying, like Morey's forcing Doc's hand and saying, you have to play the guys I brought in. I think Doc is
No, I think
honestly,
it's
although Doc might be running this team terribly on the court at times, he's running this team as far as playing time. I personally
I think it's the opposite, BG. I think that Morey's bringing in these players Doc doesn't want, so Doc doesn't play them.
That's what I
that's
think.
what's happening.
That's what I think. I agree with Jen.
Well, there's only one player that doesn't play.
How?
No,
He's
no,
not
it's
All right, well,
played up
okay,
until
it's
the past
two
2
players
games.
that don't play.
I think
What about
the
PJ
court.
Tucker? Don't worry about him, and PJ Tucker has started more game every
Oh,
day.
we got Korkmaz who don't
Where
play.
did
We got Montrezl Harrell who don't play. We got Dedman who don't play. That's 3.
Come on, Dedman don't. You're not counting Dedman not playing it. Come on.
I'm just-
Well, it's an interesting thought, but Joe, I'm gonna have to say my good night.
No, we getting off. We all gonna say goodnight.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
Listen, y'all already know what time it is. We gave y'all 38 minutes. That's more than enough. Y'all gotta wait till next time. We can't give you too much in one episode.
We
So
got
look
another
up
game
top.
tomorrow.
Yeah, we got another game tomorrow. So look up top. We got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend to have a great night and an awesome tomorrow. And join us back here tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And if you ain't understand what I
I
said in
feel what your
English,
grandson's saying.
yeah, he's feeling it too. If you ain't understand what I said in English, I'm gonna tell you in Spanish. No te olvides decirle a un amigo que le diga a un amigo que le diga a un amigo. And Sin said it best. Wepa.
Wepa.
Whip.
Let's go Sixers.